name is Jawyon Martin. I'm from the west side of Chicago. I grew up in the Pulaski area, which is the Garfield Park community. And I come from a household where, I'm the youngest of 6 kids. And I got injured. I lost my mom in January 2023. And when I lost her, I kind of like spiraled out of control. I lost my job, started smoking a bunch of weed every day. And then I got injured. I got hit on the side in February 13th. My brother kept on telling me, like, you need to get yourself together, man, because ain't nobody gonna come save you. And I came here, joined New Day. I wasn't even planning on joining New Day. I was planning on staying until overnight where I could have continued to work and get me a job. Theo came over to me and started talking, and he kind of piqued my interest. So I went upstairs and, slowly but surely sobered myself up and stopped smoking cigarettes. And then after that, I wasn't planning on going into a new life. I was planning on going back home. I went into the New Life program, and it actually was one of the best decisions I ever made inside my life because it helped me build a relationship with God. I thought because people was praying for me over the years that was all it took. I wasn't aware that you have to get your own relationship with God. And, went in, started learning more about the gospel, the good news, and I actually found out that it was actual good news. It's the good news of salvation. Then after that, I left the discovery phase, went to the journey phase, and I started going through the gospels. I went through the gospel of Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, and Romans, and the Gospel of Matthew really kind of opened my eyes up because it taught me how to measure my faith. Like, I had faith in nobody but myself. And, I thought long as I was responsible for what happened, I dictate my life. And that really wasn't the case because, long as we trust in God, God will direct our path. And I didn't see that. So when I went into Matthew and saw that, all you need is faith, the grain of a mustard seed, it kind of starts strengthening, my faith and all that. Then I actually start seeing a bigger picture, that nothing happens by mistake. God placed all of us in situations for a reason. He tear us down to build us back up for His glory. 10 months later, I'm still here, and the best decision of my life. I'm 8 months away from graduating. So, it's just been a roller coaster of events, but I count it all as a blessing and just enjoying the process as it comes. The first thing I learned was to stop trusting on myself, because myself is what brought me here, leaning on my own understanding. So, slowly I started opening up to that concept, and then once I started opening up to that concept, I realized I couldn't save me. And no matter how much I tried, I know me too well. So, I just couldn't do it. The New Life program is one of the best decisions I've ever made inside of my life because it taught me how to measure my faith. It showed me the works of Jesus Christ. It showed me the kind of people that Jesus Christ go for. Like, he dig into the trenches and get the people that people don't think that can change. And He builds you up for His glory. I learned it's actual good news. It's good news of transformation. It takes you from a non-believer to believer. First thing I learned was the Roman road, and once I started interpreting that and actually was able to understand that, I was able to understand that it's a road that leads you from non-believer to salvation, and realizing that God's grace inside my life, no matter what I thought I survived, I didn't survive anything. It just wasn't my time. God had a different path for me. The future is extremely bright because I'm focused on the cross, and I'm letting God order my steps in the way that He, the path that He wants to take me in, and just the transformation itself. If God could reach me, He could reach anyone. If you got that heaviness, and the person know exactly what I'm talking about, you well rested, but you have a heaviness on you at all times. Maybe you can't get that off you. Maybe it take God. If you wake up every day and you got that heaviness on you, sometimes you can't take that heaviness up off you. Sometimes, you got to search for something more than us. And that was me every day. I was sleeping good, had a stable home, staying, with my girl and all that. It's just, I woke up with a certain heaviness on me every morning. This is the first time in my life that heaviness has been lifted. And I actually look forward to the next day, sitting through devotion, going through the classes, and actually becoming a better me today than I was yesterday.